Hi guys, so I'm going to show you guys a really easy way to make brown rice. So for starters, we're going to preheat the oven at 350 degrees. And here I am using a glass 9x13 dish. It's recommended that you use a glass dish that will help the rice thoroughly cook through. And here I am using regular natural long grain brown rice. As you can see, it's purchased from Meijer. You can honestly get rice anywhere. So I'm adding I'm adding 1 and 1.5 cups of rice. So we're using 1 and 1.5 cups of rice. I will also include the recipe down below in the description box. But it's very simple. Alright, so I grabbed a wooden spoon because we have to make sure that our rice is flatly placed inside the glass dish, and also making sure that it's evenly placed as well. So as you guys can see, I'm spreading it out, making sure it's evenly spread around the entire dish. That will also help the cooking process cook through thoroughly. Okay, so now I'm going to season my rice. I'm adding some ground black pepper. I know that this can also be done differently. You can season your rice after you add your liquid, but I wanted to do mine before. And I'm also going to add a little bit of garlic powder. And lastly, adding some Himalayan pink salt. You can also use certain seasonings for whatever you're making your rice for. So mine was specifically being made for like a stir-fry dish. But if you're making rice for something totally different, you can definitely add different types of seasonings to your rice. However you like it, you can make it to your liking. It'll still turn out the same way, cooking-wise. So I just gave that a nice little stir to kind of get the seasonings all through the rice. And now we are going to add our liquid. So here I'm using just regular distilled water, and I am using 3 1/3 cups of water. So that's 3 full cups and 1/3 cup of water. It's very imperative that you stick to the appropriate and the correct measurements to get the end result for the rice. If you use less, the rice won't cook as well. And then if you use more, then obviously it'll be too soupy and it won't cook thoroughly through. So making sure that you use the exact measurements is key to get the designated outcome that you want. So I just kind of poured it all around the rice, instead of just pouring it in one space, pouring it all around so that it can evenly get through the entire dish. And then I'm going to stir it up again just to ensure that the rice is thoroughly mixed through. Again, this recipe is extremely simple if you follow the instructions, which the instructions are also very simple. So the result should come out absolutely perfect. So here I am getting a piece of aluminum foil that is going to be covering the top of the entire dish. And this has to be tightly placed. It's a little bit hard to put it super tight on glass because there's nothing to grip it on, seeing that it's aluminum foil, but just make sure you cover it tightly as you can. That will help the cooking process go accordingly to the way it's supposed to be finished. Alright, so getting that tightly placed on the dish to ensure that it is going to be fully covered, and then we are ready to place it inside the oven. Alrighty guys, so our rice is all cooked and prepared, and we cooked it for exactly 1 hour, so 60 minutes exactly. And here is the finished product. So I did not remove the foil until the dish came out of the oven. So here's how it looks. I used a fork to separate the rice pieces to make sure that everything was thoroughly cooked, and it looks absolutely amazing. And it is looking really, really good. It's not too mushy. It's great, guys. So that is how you prepare brown rice. Brown rice is a really difficult rice to cook on the stove. So this is the easiest and most efficient method to cook brown rice. Thanks for watching, y'all.